Welcome to All Pro Football Data. My name is Jim Coburn. In today's episode, we're talking about Terrion Arnold, cornerback out of Alabama. We're looking at his production profile and other statistical factors to kind of see where he lands in this NFL draft year in terms of as a prospect. He was named first team All SEC in 2023, which is a pretty good accolade. But let's get to his production profile. So first off, I evaluate NFL prospects based on defensive market share. So if you're new to the channel, new to the stuff that I do, you can pause the video real quick to kind of get a refresher on that. But this is how he tested in terms of his production data. 86 percentile in terms of solo tackle data, 90 plus percentile in terms of interception production, and then 80 percentile in terms of pass deflection data. This is out of 1,980 cornerbacks since the 1989 NFL draft class, and it's great production, especially for a cornerback. The biggest thing about cornerbacks, which I think you're about to learn, is that cornerback production is a little hit or miss. You typically just want them to be average to above average in a lot of these metrics. So if they're elite in their production, it doesn't really mean much because physical metrics matters a lot. The scheme they played in college can kind of affect their production data as well. Because typically man corners don't get as many opportunities to make plays on the football, to get interceptions in coverage because they're mirroring the wide receiver, so they don't always get opportunities to make big plays or tackle really at times because they're out of the play a lot of the times. But based on his production data, he was fantastic. These are fantastic numbers for a cornerback, and he hits well above the Pro Bowl average, the All-Pro average, and the starter average at the position. Moving to adjusted production scores. Adjusted production takes a look at things like the age of a prospect, their strength of schedule, strength of team, and kind of takes a look at those things. The context for the production. How productive were they for the level of competition that they played, and also the team that they were on and their age. And based on these data points, he was fantastic. 90 plus percentile in terms of his pass score. So this includes his age, his production, everything all together. He has probably the highest, if not the highest, pass score in this draft class when it comes to cornerbacks. And he also has a fantastic age score as well. He's in the All-Pro average, Pro Bowl average, starter average range for cornerbacks. So great numbers to hit for Arnold. Moving on to his comparables. So these are all the cornerbacks that tested similar to him based on his solo tackle data, interception data, pass deflection data, his age, and his pass score. These are kind of the guys who tested similar to him. Guys like Aqib Talib, Charles Woodson, Sam Madison, Ty Law, David Emerson, Adoree Jackson, Kelvin Hayden is kind of on the lower end of things. But these are kind of the cornerbacks that kind of tested most similar to him in terms of his production traits, if you will. Again, physical traits matter a whole lot more in some ways than production, but he at least produced well as a cornerback in college. Moving on to his outlook. I would say Arnold profiles as a starter to all-pro cornerback based on his overall profile. Athleticism and physical metrics play a large role in cornerback outcomes in the NFL. So it will be something to monitor going forward, especially with the combine coming up, is how tall he is, what his length is like. These are things that definitely matter at the cornerback position. The length, size, all those things matter. Arnold has the profile to be the top cornerback in this class when the testing is over. So I'm very excited to see how he tests. Very excited to see where he kind of ends up in this draft because he is incredibly productive. And if he tests extremely well as an athlete, you could be looking at the future elite cornerback going forward in this draft process. So with all that stuff out of the way, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Jim Coburn, also known as Geometrics. Check out my other information at Geometrics on X, formerly known as Twitter. Also check out my Patreon page at patreon.com/jcoburn. Consider doing that. Also like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel out a lot. Share the video to friends and family, people who like the draft, all this sort of stuff like that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, everybody. Peace.